In this episode of the Most Chill Podcast, I bring on a special guest. Now, this one went a little longer just because me and my homeboy we talk. We get we get deep into conversation. But you get to see the personality in both of us. You get to see the realness. Probably something that the world needs. Ladies and gentlemen, Statuz.
This is a story about a young boy who was angry and troubled and often annoyed. He was mad at a girl, he was mad at the world, he was mad at himself, cause he ain't had the courage to stand up for himself. Up until one day, all that shit changed, cause my childhood was just pain. That's why this music lives in my DNA. This shit is all that I think about from my day to day. It's like I'm wired this way. Don't tell me I'm not chosen. Don't tell me I'm not great. Don't tell me I'm not shit, cause I'm loving, I'm not hate.
Finish repeating a Grevio from the other night. The one and only
What up, man?
Stats is in the building.
It look a little laggy right now, too.
Yeah, it's going to the finished product. Once everything's, done and edited and everything, it'll be
It'll
smoothed
like
out.
smooth out, no doubt.
There's no script behind this. I did like with my other people that I didn't write nothing for you. It was just so this is most chill, unscripted, uncensored.
This is freestyled off the
Yeah,
top.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, of course, we're gonna have to like cut it at like an hour or some shit like that. But I'll
Yeah.
do that on the back end, so it don't matter. Yo, tell them about yourself, man. Tell them about Statuz, man. Introduce
What's
yourself.
up, y'all? I'm Cody. I go by Status, formerly formerly known as Young Stats of Beast Mode
Young
Division.
Stat.
Y'all been making music 23 years now. It's a long fucking time.
That's a long fucking time, bro. When I said 12 on that Lancaster podcast, dog, I thought that was a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's like, I say like the first 5 years was kind of like me finding my sound and shit.
Right.
Because I was kind of like all over the place, like, just kind of experimenting, doing different shit, like finding out what I'm good at, what I'm not so good at. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, shit, like back in the day, shit, I think we was talking about this the other night. I wasn't like writing hooks or anything. Um,
Uh-huh.
I was just like doing just like straight spits, kind of like all the
Just
time.
basically like freestyling the shit.
Well, yeah, like in a way, like
Yeah.
yeah, like
Like you
that's
would
kind
get
of
it
like
like you would get a beat
that's
and
how
just
my
write to it.
writing method was. Yeah, like I was just focused on
Yeah.
like just saying the craziest like bars that I could like conjure up in some shit.
Yes, sir. There gotta be a way I could change this ratio real quick. I'll have to do it afterwards. Um, yeah, no, that's I remember we talking about this, and that's exactly how I started my shit. Like it was literally just writing, 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 and then I got into the studio with my homeboy Blunt. Shout out Blunt. Um,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Bro, you need to put hooks on these songs, bro. We can't just keep just making these like long ass tracks and shit like that."
That's where High was at, man. High was like, "Yo, Stats, you got to start writing some hooks, man." And I was like, like I was fucking around with it, man. And then like after just like repeatedly doing it so much, like I just it just became like second nature and shit.
Right, right, right. No, I feel you, bro. I mean, I still struggle with my hooks here and there, like I said before, but I think I'm getting a little better with it. Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of like to me it depends really like on the beat. Like I like more like kind of melodic stuff that like allows me to kind of like do different like flow patterns and shit.
Yeah.
Um, just like because like you heard my music, man. It's just like it's different. Like it's not like anything I've ever even fucking heard, dude.
Nah, bro, and that's the beauty of it, man. That's what makes you stand out more to like not just me, but to everybody, bro. Like you come with a different sound, a different kind of like um what's the word that I want to say? Message, bro. Like you get real
Yeah.
deep into your shit, bro, and that's like it's incredible what you do, bro. Like it really is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it really is, man. Like, I tell people all the time, kind of like how it started with me. It was just like I was young, dude, and it was kind of like everybody was like doing their own shit, and I was just like, well, fuck it, everybody else doing their own shit. I'm just going to do my own shit, and then
Right.
I just started working on my shit, and it was just like, man, like a lot of people like didn't understand it, and like they misunderstood, what I like the messages I was trying to convey and everything, and it was just like they just like they really just didn't get what I was like trying to do, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like
Right.
the more that I tried to explain it to them, it was like, man, they were just like way fucking over here.
Yeah. I mean, like you got to be on a certain type of level where your mind is open to new ideas, to new, lessons throughout life. And if you don't get it, bro, then you're kind of like lost in the sauce until it just clicks. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
you educate yourself on a lot of the shit. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. Self mastery and a lot of internal work, man. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I fucking
we
know,
we
dog.
we
I mean,
yeah, we on that, like we all on a path right now, and it's just like me and Tone just happen to be on a similar path.
yeah. Like there's days and nights where it's like this, but me and this boy, bro, me and this guy right here, bro, we have these deep talks, bro, and I'm sure you guys will see it, bro. Fucking, we get deep into conversation about a lot of shit, bro. And to be honest, like if it wasn't for this man, I don't know how far I would have been making it like music wise, intelligent wise, like being able to open my own brain and shit like that. So
I
flowers
appreciate
to
it,
you,
man.
brother.
It's a gift. It's a gift, man, and I don't take it lightly, and I don't take all the credit.
Yeah. Um,
It's a it's a higher power involved, man.
yeah, but it's a higher power for sure, brother. Like he gives you the message, and there was at one point in my life where I was like down and out. You know what I mean? I just got my own fucking like space and whatnot, and I was struggling like mentally, bro, and you just called me out of the blue one day. I remember it was like last summer or some shit like that. And you were
Yeah.
like, yo, let me talk to you for a second, bro. And it turned into like a 3 hour conversation, bro.
Yeah, it turned into some pretty deep shit, man. And then it's like every,
Yeah, bro.
every time we had a conversation since then, man, it's just like it got longer and longer, and we just had to keep cutting it shorter.
Always something, bro. Always something,
Yeah, man.
man.
I mean, there's always something to talk about, man. Like life is
Right.
just wild.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what you don't expect to happen 9 times out of 10 does happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why you gotta expect positive things, you know?
Yep. Self affirmation. Put that shit into the world. Karma is real, bro. I fully believe in karma. I believe that you put good out into the world and you receive it right back, dog.
Yeah, along with a bunch of other stuff too. But yeah, we're
I
not
feel
we're
you.
not gonna go we're not gonna go down that walk, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We gonna stay up on this jump. We gonna stay up on this tip, man. Um, yeah. So just like walk us through like your path of life, bro. Like, what made you decide rap? Fucking, um, obviously
Right.
tell whatever you want. Keep cut out whatever you don't want to share and shit like that. You know what I mean? The floor is yours, dog. I'm just here for entertainment purposes, though.
No doubt. Yeah, so I started well, I've always been, like artistic. I've always had gifts and like it started with me drawing like cartoons in the beginning,
Right.
and then I could have I could have pursued that, but at that point, in my life, I was still trying to like figure out fully like what I wanted to do. I wasn't like too sure yet,
Yes,
and
sir.
like I knew that I was like I feel things, on a deep level. So like in a way, to kind of like get my feelings and stuff out on paper. Like I was always like, writing and fascinated with words and stuff.
Right.
I used to write poetry.
Oh yeah.
I used to actually be in choir and shit, man. Like like I never really got down too much on the singing and stuff, but it was always something I was
Yeah,
trying to like
yeah,
learn. It was always something I
yeah.
was trying to learn because I felt like I could utilize it, with music later on.
Yes, sir.
Um, I just fell in love with rap, man. It just caught my ear. I was like 11 years old, and like I listened to a lot of artists that I looked up to as teachers. Kind of taught me like the ropes and shit. Like even
Right.
like not even really fully knowing, you know what I mean? It was just like, man, they were just like interviews and shit, dude. I was always just like studying, you know what I mean? Like learning
Right.
shit, learning about, like pretty much like the upbringing, the stories. Like every rapper has a super detailed, compelling story that captivates people, and
Facts.
mine's pretty crazy, man. Like to be a rapper with pretty much no teeth and still be killing shit regardless.
Still be killing shit, bro. That's
You
that's
know, I'm
one
just
thing that
I'm just trying to show people, man, that like, it doesn't really matter what life throws at you, man. You can just take it and run with it, utilize it, transform it into
took
something else.
took the words right out of my motherfucking mouth, dog. Took it right out of my
Yeah.
mouth, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of
My
it's a lot of
mom,
like it's a lot of alchemy and mystic stuff going on in my world.
yeah. My mom put me in choir one time, and this was for the church that we used to go to. And I remember saying this was around the time where like I'm hitting puberty and shit like that. Like so I went to choir practice one time and I had like a really like high pitched like sound to me, my voice did. And I think it was like 3 or 4 times we did practice and you could hear the difference. And they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have to put you over here."
Yeah, that's crazy. They kicked me out for the same shit.
Uh,
My voice was too high pitched compared to everybody else.
right.
And I didn't have that talent, man. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
and
I
and
mean
like I said, like I'm still trying to find it. But like I was just I was on that path of learning and figuring it out. And then, man, once I started writing poetry and shit, and then I realized that like a rapper is somebody who takes the poetry and throws it to the rhythm of the beat. Dude, I was fascinated by that and blown the fuck away. I'm like, I already write poetry, so I was like, I'm gonna be great at this.
Right. No, I feel
and
you,
and
bro.
it
I
was
feel
like,
you.
man, I approached it with that attitude, man, and like a part of me had some doubt, and I was like, I was like, if I'm not good, like if I do this and I'm not good, I'm not going to do it. I was like, fuck it. But I was like, if I'm good, I'm gonna keep doing it. And every song got better and better and better and better and better and better
And better and better and better and better and better,
over time.
motherfucker.
And yeah, man, like even a lot of the shit like I wrote like in the middle kind of like of my career when I didn't really like know what I was, doing. I was just kind of
Right.
like winging it and shit. Man, I look at that shit now, like I go back like the shit I made like 4 or 5 years ago, and that shit resonates with me like way more now than it ever did, man.
Yeah, I feel
It's
you. I
it's
feel you.
wild. It just
I
it
mean,
just goes to show how timeless the music can be. Like it never has an expiration date, man.
yep. And like I was telling you the yesterday when we were on the phone, um, I went back through. I think it was like last week. I went back through a lot of my jaunts that I had on YouTube that aren't like official jaunts. You know what I mean? Stealing beats from YouTube and just like putting tracks down and shit like that. I was going through some
Yeah,
of my
hey,
jaunts and I was
you
like,
gotta do what you gotta do sometimes,
yeah,
man. And
yo, facts, yo, facts. I mean, I'm glad I wasn't
yeah,
making no money off of it because that shit was like most of that shit was kind of like cringy, bro. Like that shit was like,
yeah. What you think about this whole like AI shit, man? Like, what's your opinion
nah,
on
I'm
that?
not. I'm not about it, bro. I'm not about it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, so there's this one song going around. I think it was it's from In Vogue. They had somebody put like the song on AI and remixed it, but that's still In Vogue's lyrics, you know what I mean? It's literally just
Yeah.
melody change, AI singing it, whatever. It's catchy, it's nice. But I don't think whether it's a producer, whether it's an artist, whether it's a songwriter that, doesn't go to the studio, just writes basic poetry and wants to put it into music. Um, I mean, I guess that situation is kind of cool, because it's still there in lyrics. But if you're an artist, bro, I don't believe that you should be using AI at all, bro. I don't think that that should be used as a artistic technique one bit, bro. Let your creation flourish for what you are, not for what this fucking world standard is, bro. Like
Yeah,
keep it 100, bro. You know what I mean?
keep
Like
it
no,
original, man.
right, right. Like I'm not knocking anybody that does. You know what I mean? I'm not. If that's the way that you want to go ahead. But 9 times out of 10, not that anybody gives a fuck, but I'm probably not gonna listen to it, bro. If you're sitting here and saying I made this song with the AI generator, but I know you're an artist and I know you have access to a studio and you have access to buying beats or getting beats some way, some fashion, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, boy. Grow up. Grow up, bro. Like put in the work like everybody else that had to put in the work before all this AI technology. You know what I mean? Like nobody got to the
Yeah.
top. Yeah, there might be ghostwriters, but they're real people. It's not like AI is like I don't know, man. I'm just not
I don't
about it,
know, man.
bro.
I feel like maybe it should have like a whole separate platform or something, man.
I no, like dead ass, bro. Like, cause my thing is right. If you're a person that can't rap, can't sing, but you can write poetry and you're using AI with your lyrics, right? You should be able to get paid for that in some way. You know what I mean? But if
Yeah.
you're a rapper like I said, that has access to all these sources,
And you're just
bro.
taking advantage of the system and
Yeah,
shit.
put that shit. Yeah, put that shit for free on YouTube. Don't get paid for it, and show us your real body of work. You know what I mean? Like, and that's coming from a artist that I haven't really made no like much money off of my music. I made a little bit, nothing to brag about, but I
I
put in the
feel like
work for that.
if you want to create, you should at least try.
Right,
That's where I'm at. You know, like see what you can do, and if it sounds good, cool. And
right,
if it doesn't, cool. You know what areas you got to improve in and shit.
right. I mean, like, look at the whole Eazy-E and Dr. Dre situation, bro. Eazy-E didn't know how to fucking rap, but he got taught how
Yeah,
to rap. You know what I mean? Like, you,
yeah. I hear
as
a
long
lot
as
of
your
shit
brain
about.
is
I
open,
hear
you
a
can
lot
be
of shit
teachable
about Dre, man. He be making people redo them verses like five,
left and
six,
right
seven fucking times, dude.
until you get it perfected, bro. Like, obviously nothing's perfect, but until it sounds right, you know what I mean? Like, it
And that's just the
just put in the
vision, dude.
work.
It's people have certain visions, man, and that's the great thing about like collaborating with other people. It's like you have a certain way that you see things, but man, when you can come together with somebody, dude, and y'all on the same page with it, and like you take your vision and this person's vision, and then you got this fucking vision, dude. Like it's like an
You're
atom
putting
bomb,
two
dude.
dreams, yeah, you're really putting two big ass dreams together, and it's becoming something beautiful, bro.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
bro.
where it's at, man. You know what I mean? It's like too many people try like too hard, or they take shit like too serious. And man, I've done that for years, and I'm letting off that a little bit. Like I'm just kind of just doing what I want to fucking do. You know?
Right, right, right. You're basically having fun with it now, bro.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
just
man.
released a
There's a
project.
fine line, man. Like it's like the timeline. Like it's like what you said, bro. Like I feel like when I started out, man, it was so much fun, and then the fun turned into work, and when it turned into more work than it was fun, it wasn't so much fun anymore. And then you
Yeah.
know now
No.
I'm having now
Well,
I'm having fun again.
yeah. Like once it starts feeling like a job, it's like, especially like for someone like me, because I already work an actual 9 to 5, bro. Um, it feels just like, well, I have to do this, I have to do that. You know what I mean? Like this needs to be done by this time, and it's adding an extra layer of stress that takes the creativity and the fun out of the craft.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mothman.
yeah, man, that EP is hard as fuck. I love that shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dog. Like when you sent it to me the other night, I was sleeping. I woke up at like, I want to say like 6 in the morning, bro. Like out of random, bro. Out of a dead sleep, I just woke up and I like, oh, he sent this to me. All right, fuck it. I'm awake
Started
now.
slapping that shit.
I said, bro, okay, I'm ready to go to work now, bro. I said this shit is cracking right now, bro.
Yeah, that shit's hard as fuck, man. I think I don't know, man. It's only got 5 songs on it, man. But between the five, like I
Right.
love them all.
Yeah,
I,
like
I love them all, but I
not
think
one.
notable favorites are probably like I like Drowning. Um,
Drowning's a great one,
Balance is pretty crazy, and that fucking Mothman's just hard as fuck.
bro. And even the cover for it is crazy as fuck.
Thanks, man.
Drowning was probably one of my favorite ones on that jaunt because that was deep, bro. And
Yeah,
then you had that girl featuring on it. I was like, bro, this is actually like
Yeah, I reached out to her.
This is one of them ones.
Yeah, I'll talk about how that came to be. So I hopped on Sound Better, which is through Spotify. It's like a like an artist freelance service.
Okay.
And I was just like, I had the beat, man, and like I had the concept already like in my head, and I just I needed somebody to sing on it, you know, with a
Right.
crazy ass like voice, but it needed to be like on some kind of like rock style shit, you know, and like I wanted to rap and do my shit like rapping, but you
Right.
know, fusing it like with the rock, like making kind of like in a way like some Evanescence kind of sound and shit.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say it had that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, so like I you know, I was going down like looking through artists, went through a couple pages, and nobody really like stood out, man. Like nobody had really what I was looking for, man. And then like I was ready to get off the site, dude, and then like I like it was like the last person that I clicked on, dude, this girl Emily Rath. Crazy. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. Yeah.
I sent it to her. She sent it back like a week later. Dude, as soon as I got it back, I fucking wrote my shit, hopped in the studio, fucking put that shit down, sent it out for the master. As soon as I got it back, I said, I'm making a fucking lyric video to this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. My
Yep.
boy snapped on that shit, man.
So I did that shit, and yeah, man, yeah, that's a really nice record, man. I love that shit.
Yeah, yeah, and I honestly think it's a lot different than a bunch of other records that you made. Because you get deep with that shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
uh,
I've always been like me and Hod have always been on that kind of page, man. Like deep, you know, compelling, like storytelling, just about you know truths that people don't really like talk about because it's like you know like it's like they like people think it's better left like shit's better left unsaid or something, man.
right,
Like they
and
afraid of
it's
the truth.
what was I fucking watching the other day? I was watching like a TikTok or something like that. Um, oh yeah, I'm not even gonna bring up that it because it's from a political standpoint, but I don't even like get into that. But dude said, without conversation, this world would be shit. Without truth, this world would be in constant. What the fuck did he say? It would be in constant agony, maybe. Like something along the
Yeah,
lines of like
that's about
this.
right. Like confusion,
Yeah, confusion.
disorientation.
Right. Like and I feel like music in itself, it doesn't matter what type of genre it is. Music is the one thing that everybody has a connection to. And I feel like it's important that we put positive music out in the world. These past couple years, rap and hip hop, bros, especially, have been nothing but negativity, bullshit, cap. Everybody just lying about shit, and it's like, bro,
Yeah, you know what? You know what I was honestly thinking, like over the past couple days, for real, man. Like, when's the last time that you heard of an artist becoming famous?
besides like artists from like 4 or 5 years ago, none, bro. And
I'm saying, it's been fucking years, dude.
I remember reading something while I was scrolling through Facebook that it's been almost 10 years since hip hop or rap artists been on the top 100 billboards, in the top 20 for the hot 100 billboards. I said that tells you a lot, bro.
Yeah,
And you got
and
to
I mean,
think
it's
hip hop.
honestly, what I truly believe, dude, it's just dumb. That's dumbed down, man.
Yeah, there's no it's repetitive. Like you can switch artist to artist to artist, and it's just
Conscious,
repetitive thing.
conscious, conscious hip hop has always been around,
Right.
and it's
It's
overlooked.
just,
It's overlooked. It's tossed to the wayside. It's like it doesn't matter. It's the only fucking thing that matters, bro.
yep, I wholeheartedly agree. Now, I can't sit here and say like I make conscious raps. That there's a few records where I get deep and, you know, tell my story in a sense, but this world has turned into just, yeah, let's pull the straps and shoot at our ops and shit like that. Like, bro, you're not
Yeah,
doing that every day, bro. You're not
it's a
like you're
real,
not
it's
speaking
a
on your
real,
pay.
it's a real crab in a bucket mentality, man. And
Yeah.
it's sad to see, somebody climbing up trying to make something of themselves, and then you got all these people trying to pull them down, bro.
Yep.
And it's
Yep.
life. We go through that, man. I go through it. Tone goes through it. There's probably a lot of artists that are watching this fucking feed that are going through it.
And and that's why I fucking have this fucking platform, bro. That's why I started this platform, bro. For people that
Yeah,
are like you and I that, we're trying to make it, but we can't just, not even just because of the gatekeeping. It's more so people don't want to get into that deep conversation anymore, bro. Simple as
yeah,
that.
yeah, pretty much, man. And it's like I make music anymore like these days for the ones that get it, and the
Right.
ones that don't, they were never gonna get it. So,
Never, yeah. They so far left they could never be right.
and
I'm gonna have
like I pray for everyone, man, and I hope we all find peace and love and joy and care and all these things, man, all these great qualities of life, man.
right. And I feel like most artists do, like they have that sense to make that type of music, but I also think because they're stuck to a label nowadays, that it's like, where's your independency at? Where are you at? You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
It's
we
like
know
the
what the
image.
masses want to hear.
It's like the image done took over the rapper tone,
Yeah, big facts. Big
and
facts,
that's
bro.
and honestly, bro, that's why I'm status now, man. Like a lot of people don't really get it, man. They think status like he's status because he wants status. Nah, I'm status because I'm self.
Big facts. You in the category all by yourself, brother.
I'm the real status, and that's who God made me to be, and that's who I'm gonna continue to be for the people
Amen,
that
brother.
need it.
Amen to that. And like that's what I want to achieve, like myself, bro. Like because I always say, dude, I'm not a rapper. One, I'm an artist, bro. And when it comes to art, it's to inspire other people, struggling, or even people that can relate to my struggle that are at the same point in their life. Like it's supposed to be uplifting, bro. And that's
I
what
feel it,
I'm
man.
aiming for, dog.
Feel it, and that's why like me, like Pete, like artists like me and you, man, like we genuinely want to help because we're concerned with the way that things are, man.
Facts, facts. I mean, again, there's too much negativity in this world not to be positive, bro.
Yep.
There's such an empty gap of positivity in this world. Someone has to fill it, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. I mean,
So
somebody gotta be happy.
yeah,
I'm gonna be
not
happy, like
everybody can be mad at the same time. Yeah,
regardless of any situation, dog. I'm gonna be happy.
big facts, brother. Big facts, dude. I can bitch and complain all day at work, and guess what? I'm still happy that I'm there.
I
I'm
started
still
with
happy that I
pennies, and
got
you
a
know
job.
what? I can't take it all with me when I'm gone.
Big facts. Big facts. I'd rather die broke and happy instead of rich and sad, dog.
Yeah, man. I'm rich in spirit, and to me, that's worth more, man.
Big facts, man. The big man upstairs does wonders, dog. He does wonders.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's been teaching me things, man, like especially through music, things that I mean, people haven't been really willing to teach me, man. And I'm like, I'm
Right.
just thanking him, man. Like, thank you for showing me these things, man.
Big facts. Um, like I wouldn't say like I had like a major like breakthrough because I mean I didn't really get too far in this music shit, but when I was first starting out music, I had like a pop. Like people started to notice me around the 717 and shit like that. And because I didn't have God in
The
my life
the
and I was
resources.
young, right? I didn't have God in my life. I didn't have the resources. I didn't know how to act, bro. I was not humble about any of it. And I got cocky and you know what happened? I fell down. I can't say I fell off because here I am. You know what I mean? Like I'm still here. I'm still relevant. Um,
I've always
I think I'm
believed
still
that
relevant.
I've always believed, and I still do believe this, man. I'm gonna be famous someday. And I say that because when I was 11 and I started this, I felt that for the first time in my life, and it was never really like it was never really a I'm like better than you thing or anything like that. It was simply just, you know, I wanted to do something just out of the box and just create my own fucking lane, man.